So in the manifestation community, this phrase gets thrown around all the time, and I'm sure you've heard it, and that is, it's already done, right? You've heard it, you've rehearsed it, you tried to get it, and if you're like most people, you've probably thought, okay, that's cool, but how do I actually feel that? How do I know that it is done, or that it is mine, that is already here right now? Because let's be real, if you don't see it, if you don't feel it, it can sound like one of those vague, hollow affirmations. And frankly, that's not helpful at all. And it's just irritating quite a lot of times. But what if I told you that the problem isn't that it's not done? The problem is that you're looking for proof in all the wrong places. And again, you already know this, but I'm reminding you, you're trying to find it in the outside, in the job, the bank account, the relationship. You're scanning the world like, where is it? Why can't I see it? Well, if I did all of the things right, I should be able to see it now, right? But here's the deal. You'll never find it out there first, because the outside is simply a reflection. It's like standing in front of a mirror and waiting for your reflection to smile before you do. Doesn't work, right? No, of course not. And the reason it feels like it's not done is because you're looking for evidence in the mirror, instead of realizing that you're the one it is reflecting. It can't show you anything different. And no, this doesn't mean you have to now find 200 things to do to change yourself, okay? Let me give you an example. You ever use a GPS? When you plug in the destination, the GPS doesn't say, well, let's see, if you make it there first, then I'll calculate the route. No, it assumes you're already going there. The destination is locked in. And this is how reality works, meaning your world. So when you stop doubting the route, when you trust the destination is set, the next turn just shows up. You don't have to micromanage the journey. And I get it. It's not easy to trust. And that's why all of these, guided pauses even exist, to get you to that place of seeing this yourself, this trusting self. Just like you don't dig up your seed every 5 minutes once it's planted to check if it's growing. You know the growth is happening underground, even if you can't see it yet. The same thing is happening with your manifestation. It's unfolding in ways that the mind cannot always track. The mind is very limited, but you are not. So here's where it gets interesting, right? Instead of chasing the feeling of it being done, I want you to pause right now and ask yourself this question. What is here right in this very second when I stop trying to figure it out? What is here right now when I stop trying to figure it out? Without needing to see it outside, what is already complete inside me? What always stays complete? Who would I be if I wasn't waiting for anything at all? What is here right now without accessing labels? Just be with these questions for a moment. Don't rush to answer them. Let them unfold. You'll see that there is nothing missing, nothing to claim, nothing to be. So when you stop demanding that the outside world prove it, something shifts. You start to notice that the feeling of completion isn't something you have to create. It's already here. Whether you feel it or not, it's complete. It's what you are. You are completion. The mind's constant search for proof is the only thing veiling it, covering it up temporarily. Even this cover up can't destroy this completion. So here's what I need you to hear. You don't need to embody anything. You do not need to force a new version of yourself. You do not even need to think, okay, how do I be the new version? How do I be the new version? That is just another game that the mind is playing. And then you get caught up in that cycle and you find more videos that support that cycle, because that's how manifestation works. Instead, notice this. The version of you that feels like it is not done, that is simply a thought. It's a story. It's not the truth. And if you need help seeing that it's a story, especially if a pattern is repeating, that's where my somatic investigation and coaching comes in. And you can see the coaching info in the description below or email me at hello@theanilareddy.com. I have both video coaching and audio coaching where I send you voice notes and you can use it on the go. So coming back to this, when you really pause by using any of these guided questions, you start to see there is nothing missing. Nothing needs to change. The wish being fulfilled is not something you become. It's something you recognize because you already are this wish fulfilled. You are already it. And once you see it, the outside world has no choice but to catch up. Not because you're doing it right, because that's how the world works. It mirrors the clarity you've already found. It's not showing something new, something added. It's just revealing what's already there. So here's the takeaway. You don't need to get into the state of it being done like it's some process, like it's something you need to be rehearsing all the time. You just need to see that you were never out of it. You can never leave the state of the wish fulfilled, truly. The leaving is simply an illusion. So the next time you feel like you're chasing something, pause and ask yourself, who is chasing? What is here in this very second without the chase? What is here in the second? Right now. Where's the evidence that things are going wrong without accessing labels? When you stop looking for proof, you start seeing the truth. And the truth is, it's already done. It's been done. It's done, done, done. You just needed to stop long enough to notice this. So please stop trying to embody it. Stop trying to force it. And just pause for the fun of it. What you're looking for is already here this very second. And I just want you to see that for yourself. And if you want to quieten that fixer self, you can check out my Unwind course. And if you want to quieten that self that questions, where is it? Why can't I see that I am everything or that I'm one with everything? Then check out my course called Weightless. It's linked in the comments below. And I would love to hear from you. Any insights you want to share.